This is part 2 of my solar series. We're going to talk about the most important part of your system, and that is the battery. So the battery acts as your primary storage, and you're going to need that whether it's going to be wind, water power, solar, or a generator. Sometimes you can run directly off the array, especially if you have a voltage controller, but you only be able to use the active energy that you're getting at that moment, and at moments like now there's not enough sunlight for any kind of heavy loads, so you want to be able to rely on that storage. Also, you'll want to be able to rely on the storage at night when there is no solar activity. This may be slightly different if you have a water system that may run all the time, but for this application we're using solar. This particular battery is 12 volt, 100 amp hour, and they rate that at 20 hour discharge. Now that's quite a large number for the discharge hours, so they did that so they could get their 100 amp hour rating. Realistically, you probably won't be discharging that slowly. So we'll do a test on this battery soon, and we'll do a C/3, a C/5, and a C/8 discharge, and see what the amp hour rating we get is. Now, one thing to note is you can't discharge any battery any lead acid battery down to 0 and have it still recover and work properly. If you go down to 0 or below 10.5 volts, which is your 0 SOC. SOC stands for state of charge, and that is the range that you can safely operate the battery without damage. So believe it or not, 10.5 is your 0 rating for SOC, and then 13.7.
Yeah, 13.6 or 13.8.
13.7 would be your 100% SOC. So we'll do a discharge between those voltages, and we'll measure the constant load and see what amp hour rating we get. Now, what do amp hours mean? Well, 100 amp hours means that you can discharge for 100 amps for 1 hour, or 1 amp for 100 hours, or any of those numbers in between. So if we had a 50 amp load on this, we should be able to discharge for 2 hours. This battery at 12 volts,
100 amp hours,
would be rated at 1.2 kilowatt hours of energy. So this system is sized having 2 100 watt panels for 5 hours maximum sunlight per day would be around 1 kilowatt hour. Now these panels probably will never actually put out 200 watts, and we'll also measure that whenever we're using the system. And I'm down in Florida, I may be able to get sunlight more than 5 hours, but that's just a rule of thumb, and that's the one we're starting with. So what we'll do is test the system and see if those numbers add up. So for now, we're connected to the solar array, to the charge controller, and then we have leads also that go to our load. I've been running lights and fans on this for a load so far, but you should be able to hook to anything 12 volts without a inverter. We'll discuss the inverter in another video.